Welcome to Faith and Flour. I'm Robin. I hope you are having a great week and are ready for some relaxing homemaking centered around the kitchen this week. Before we get started, I want to thank Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video, and I'll tell you some more about them later on. We got a big bunch of bananas at Costco last week, and at first I was going to use some of them to make banana nut muffins and freeze the rest. So that is why I'm laying them out on some parchment paper. But then I decided to make a double batch of muffins and freeze some of those instead. This week we are having Bible study at our house, and these will be perfect for that. 7 bananas is exactly what I need to double this recipe, and all of these peels are going to go in the compost for our garden. I got the original recipe for this banana bread from the Mrs. Fields cookie recipe book, and I've had that book for years. My parents gave it to me when we were first married, and it's loaded with good recipes, and I always come back to this banana bread recipe because it is hands down the best. And I've converted it to gluten-free, so I will put that down in the description box so that you can copy and paste. And instead of banana bread, I am going to make muffins. So I love making muffins, especially if I'm going to freeze them, because I can put them in a Ziploc bag and then pull them out individually to defrost, and they taste like they were fresh out of the oven once you warm them up. I've tried several recipes for banana nut bread, and I've shared several of them with you on my channel, but like I said, I always come back to this one. My family loves them, and so did all of my Bible study friends. You cannot tell that they are gluten-free. So if you're looking for a good recipe, definitely give this one a try. If you or someone in your family needs to eat gluten-free or follow another specific diet, you know how hard it can be to source certain ingredients. And while I've had some luck at my local grocery stores, it's not always consistent, and those things can be quite pricey. So that brings me to the sponsor of today's video, Thrive Market, and I just received my first order from them this week. Thrive Market is an online membership-based grocery store on a mission to make healthy living easy and affordable for everyone, with guaranteed savings on every order. Our son Peyton needs to eat gluten-free, and sometimes I have a hard time consistently finding some of our favorite products locally, but Thrive Market has many of them and at a better price too. If you follow a specific diet such as gluten-free, vegan, or keto, you might have challenges finding what you like at your local grocery store, but shopping is easy at Thrive Market because you can filter the catalog of products according to your diet or lifestyle. Finally, a grocery store customized to your needs. As a Thrive Market member, you'll save on every single order of the highest quality organic and sustainable products. And if you find a lower price somewhere else, they will even match it. Plus, all orders over $49 ship free. It's as simple as that. There's no tipping or additional fees. The company's Thrives Gives initiative also makes it possible for low-income families, teachers, and veterans to access natural and organic foods and products easily. For every paid annual membership, Thrive Market donates free memberships to someone in need. Thrive offers 2 membership options, a month-to-month for $12 per month or an annual membership for $59.95, which is just $5 a month. Click the link in the description box or go to thrivemarket.com/faithandflour to get 30% off your first order and a free gift when you join Thrive Market today. Not only was I able to find some of our favorite gluten-free products at a really great price, but I also found a lot of organic items at a great price too. I was able to get this organic sweetened condensed milk that I use for making yogurt at a much better price than I can at my local grocery store, and also this organic coconut milk. I use this in so many recipes, it's really a staple for us. And I'm trying some new things like their organic salsa. This is smoky chipotle, which sounds great. These gluten-free peanut butter filled pretzels are one of Peyton's favorite snacks, and it's one thing that I haven't been able to find consistently at any of our local stores. It's great that I have a place now where I can find some of our favorites and also try some new things like these gluten-free cookie bars. Having some pre-packaged snacks like these are great for putting in lunch boxes and grabbing on the go. I also like having some easy breakfast options, so we're going to try these blueberry flax oatmeal packets from Purely Elizabeth. I've heard a lot of good things about this brand, but I haven't been able to find it locally, so I'm excited to give it a try. This Char's gluten-free pizza crust is Peyton's all-time favorite, and I can never find it consistently at any of our local grocery stores. It's very hit or miss, and I found it at Thrive Market for an even better price. The same goes for organic steel-cut oats. I always have a hard time finding them and stock up whenever I can. Almond flour is something that I like to keep on hand, and I'm going to show you a recipe for that a little bit later. Organic pumpkin seeds I love to put in our granola, and I have a hard time finding a wild rice blend that doesn't contain some ingredient that Peyton shouldn't have. So this one from Thrive Market is gluten-free and doesn't have any other weird ingredients. One of my favorite fats for cooking is ghee, otherwise known as clarified butter, and I have a really hard time sourcing one that is grass-fed, so I was really happy to see that at Thrive Market too. They have a nice variety of olive oils, and I picked up this organic extra virgin olive oil. I was also really excited to see all of the amazing spices that they carry at Thrive Market. I got some apple pie spice, which I'm really excited to try out in our granola for a change. And I'm running low on curry powder, so I bought some of that too. All of their spices are organic, and they have some really neat looking blends that I'm definitely going to be trying in a future order. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I'm not really big on seasonal decor, and I tend to like things sort of light and bright all year round, but I do like to switch things up a little bit, and I tend to do that seasonally. So even though we've had spring here in Texas for a while now, I'm ready to make a few changes to our tablescape, if you can call it that, and switch out some things on our table to reflect the season. also this week I decided to make up a batch of 3-ingredient almond cookies. These are so easy to make. I've showed them to you in the past, but it's worth repeating. And I decided to go ahead and triple it because I'm going to serve them to my Bible study friends, and it's always great to have some extras on hand. They go so fast around here. All you need for this recipe is almond flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, and water. And I added some mini chocolate chips, and there are other add-ins that you can use as well. These are the easiest cookies ever. I know you're going to love them, and I will have a link to the recipe down in the description box for you. After you measure out the dry ingredients, you should whisk them together, but I got a little ahead of myself and went ahead and added the water, and I don't recommend using a whisk once you've added the water. It's a lot easier to use something like a spatula, so I switched over at this point. Once everything comes together and you have a dough consistency, you can put in your add-ins, and I am putting in these mini chocolate chips from Enjoy Life. This is our favorite brand of chocolate chips because they don't contain soy, which is another ingredient that we need to avoid for Peyton, and I feel like we should probably avoid in general when possible. And they carry this at Thrive Market, so when I need to stock up, I know where I can get them, and I know I can get them at a better price too. Cookies don't really spread out when baking, so I like to press them down, and to do that I just dip the bottom of a glass in a little water and press on each cookie. Comment below, have you ever seen grapefruit-sized hail in person? Fortunately, we avoided that this week, and the wind brought down a few more of the branches that were broken back in the ice storm we had a few months ago, so we were able to clear those out. so much for spending your time with me here today. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, I want to invite you to do so before you go. We would love to have you join us here at Faith and Flour. We have an amazing community of subscribers, and you can meet them down in the comment section. You know I love to hear from you, so make sure that you comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful week.